welcome back to Investors Group Field. It's Scott Taylor and Doug Kovacs as we bring you the second game of the 4 games for the Winnipeg High School Football League Championship weekend. And game 2 is the JV final between the Sisler Spartans and the Oak Park Raiders. And Doug Kovacs, we saw a dandy football game, and just as you predicted, it was extremely close. 15-14 Massey over Beaver Bray. Do you expect it to be this close in this one?
Well, watching junior varsity football here this year, I expect this one to come right down the wire. Both teams are explosive here, and you can see it, throughout the season here. I believe Sisler lost to Oak Park in week 5 or 6, but ended up smashing St. Paul's and a couple other teams. So we'll see if they're still rolling here. But Oak Park had a real tough September, has got their act together now, and they're rolling. And now we're in late November here, and they're prime and ready for a championship. But we're going to see here his old school, North End football against new wave Charleswood football, and it's going to be exciting here because I know Coach Moskal, he does a tremendous job up there at Sisler, and he's going to have his boys ready to play.
We talked about the rural schools in the first game, and the fact that those weren't big teams. There were like 15 guys on each bench. You didn't have a lot of players. This Sisler team has just about as many captains as Vincent Massey had on the bench during the game. Well, this is a big football team, this Sisler Spartans club.
Absolutely. Sisler's the largest school in the province here with well over 2,000 kids, and it's a school of excellence here, and kids want to be part of this program, part of the discipline and the commitment and the work ethic that's preached at Sisler. And it starts with Dr. George Heshka right at the top, and he's been there since 1984, and he preaches excellence. And you can see here that he's going to get the tools for these coaches so they can get a lot of kids out to participate in this type of football.
So it's Sisler wearing the red uniforms, Oak Park in the whites with the blue trim. Sisler in the black helmets, Oak Park in their classic silver helmets. This is a game that a lot of people, I think, expected at the start of the season, and you mentioned that Oak Park is really starting to get it rolling right now.
Well, everyone, in the preseason it would have been Massey versus St. Paul's, everyone predicted in the final, but both of them went out with not much of a whimper here in the semifinal games as Oak Park and Sisler stepped it up. You could really see it here. Massey has been coming off, I think they were, close to 19-1 over the last couple years. And Sisler was the first one to beat him. Grant Park almost got him, lost to him 3-2. Tough one early in the season there, and then the following week Sisler finally knocked Massey off. I don't think Massey had lost in 2 years. Oak Park had a tough September there, losing to Grant Park and a couple other schools, and then they really turned it on here at the end, beating Massey in the semifinal game, and I believe they took them out 24-0. So this is going to be a good game here. Sisler's going to come with the run game here, and they've got a really dynamic quarterback, whereas Oak Park's going to spread it around here and try and get a lot of people involved early. Both play solid defense.
Fody Rosales kicks it off. Kicks it in the middle of the field. It's taken by number 11, Trayton Vieira. Vieira tries to get outside. Doesn't have a lot of room, but a pretty nice return. And we'll have a penalty on the play as well. Yeah,
you're going to have a horse collar here. Trayton Vieira is the younger brother of Tyler Vieira of Winnipeg Rifles fame and currently the University of Regina quarterback. I've had an opportunity to coach most of the Vieiras. This one I haven't. I didn't stick around long enough. They're all tremendous football players.
They like you at Grant Park.
They do like me at Grant Park. That's why they brought me down there. But Tyler played for me, and the younger brother had played for me as well. I believe he's coaching now on the staff. And now we got Trayton here, who was a heck of a Winnipeg nomad, North Winnipeg nomad here.
So the Sisler Spartans with number 1, Tyler Konyak at quarterback. The I formation. The first man to touch the football is Konyak. He hands it off to number 36, Braden DeJarlis.
Wow, that's fantastic. Out comes Sisler in an unbalanced formation to see how Oak Park's going to balance out, and they don't make any adjustments here, and Sisler runs off tackle, to the right side here. Brandon DeJarlis is a fantastic, hard-running, fall-forward football player, the kind you need in November here. So
he came out of the North Winnipeg Nomads program as well, and was one of the best Bantam running backs in the province. And Konyak takes it right around left end. He's got lots of room. He runs out of bounds after a 15-yard gain. He's tackled out of bounds into the signage.
We should have late hit over there on the sideline. Now they're going to penalize Sisler here for no end, but that's not correct. The flanker at the bottom of the screen here was on the line of scrimmage with the tight end. So they did have 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. It'll be up for the referee here to make the correct call, and he's not buying it here. He didn't understand that it was an unbalanced formation.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, illegal procedure.
The referee at the bottom of the screen, 77, has to run to the middle field and say the flanker and tight end were on the line of scrimmage here, that they did have 7 men here.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for Sisler. Cognac shows great speed going around that left end.
Now here they come again with the power play, and he's going to just plow forward there. Outstanding job. I remember watching this kid, and I think it was the Bantam final last year here against the St. Vital Mustangs. He was a big kid then, and he's still a big kid now.
So Braden DeJarlis carries for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Great job here. You can see Sisler's wearing their old school reds. This is stuff they wore in the 50s.
DeJarlis wrapped up nicely by number 15, Eric DuPont. So DuPont makes the stop. That'll make it 3rd down and 7. And there's no thought about punting.
No, Coach Moskow's going to be aggressive here. He knows he's got to keep the Oak Park offense off the field. 3rd and 7 in there. In Oak Park territory here, they come out with a little bit more balanced stuff to the left. Oak Park's doing a tremendous job now of adjusting. Uh-oh.
And that was a legal procedure.
Now you're going to see the punt team now, I think.
That'll make it 3rd and 11. I don't see any change in strategy.
Punt team, Coach Moskow's whispering something to number 6. So he's either giving them directions where to kick it or where to fake it.
So Cognac back to punt.
Tyler Cognac introducing the punting. Deep to receive, Christopher Alexander and Charlie Ringland.
Good snap here.
Good punt by Cognac.
Great.
It's taken by Christopher Alexander, and Alexander's dropped it to 20.
You can't have a better kick than that. Right between the numbers and the sidelines, the returner has no place to go. You're down on him within the 5-yard. If he wants to double back and try to get wide, he's going to run into a wave of 7 defenders and going to lose more yardage. Fantastic job kicking and fantastic job covering.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Oak Park Raiders with Eric DuPont at quarterback.
He's going to flip it out there.
Good job by Oak Park to get 6 yards on the first play from scrimmage. DuPont gets it out to Charlie Ringland.
Count the Spartans out there. 11 kids fly out there to make the tackle. They're fired up. You know, you could see it right there. He pops out there, and 11 red jerseys are running out there to get him.
That's about a 6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 4.
DuPont hands it off. Ball carrier.
Well, Easton Montour there just stuck him right in the hole. He was having none of it.
Dima Lubashenko, the ball carrier.
And it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 now. And a quick kick by Charlie Ringland.
Oh, he's got the edge.
Taken by Austin Boland and a great tackle. Great tackle by Eric Rivera Ospina Jr.
You know, already you can see here, Sisler has a ton of team speed. JV Grand Park Pirates played them twice this year. Both times they got up early on them, and both times Sisler just leaned on them and came back. You could just see it. They're a well-coached team, and they've got a ton of team speed here, and they're going to use it all here. Their quarterback is a dynamic player here, Tyler Cognac. He can run around. He can throw the ball. He is very dynamic.
Connect to Desjardins. Desjardins inside the 50 to the 48-yard line, gained about 6. And you're right, it's just straight ahead football.
I'm tougher than you.
Basically.
I am tougher than you.
I have team speed, but I'm going to give it to my big fullback, and I'm just going to let him run forward.
Well, you know, you watch the kid go off tackle here, and again, it's the same thing we saw in the Curry game. You know, those 3- and 4-yard runs right now become longer runs as the game goes on here. You can see this.
Straight up the middle once again. This time the ball carrier is Easton Montour, number 32. Montour easily gets the first down.
Wow, they're starting here. They got 3 tight ends in the game here to one side, and they're kind of spreading them out on the line of scrimmage and then trying to create inside running lanes right through the A and B gaps here. Here you go again, 2 tight ends to the left. Little split backfield action.
Montour and Desjardins in the backfield. Good fake by Cognac. He's got lots of room. Goes outside and he runs right to the out of bounds line. He gains 12 yards, make it 13. It'll be a first down at the 29. And you're right about the dynamism of Cognac at quarterback. He just ran past that defensive end, just said goodbye.
Wow, that kid came up the field and thought, hey, I got to do my job here and pin him back in. And, you know, you watch Tyler just go right around him, you know, and you know, he picks up 10 yards.
Cognac to Desjardins. Desjardins right through the middle, down to the 19. He'll be close to a first down, maybe just about half a yard short.
You know, the more I watch this Desjardins kid, the more I can't think about Jerome Bettis running here.
Yeah,
Jerome had the arms going all over the place
right.
as he was running too. You know, he's not a smooth runner with the arms up and down, back and forth. He's, you know, he's swimming through the bodies, and he's just trying to pick up yards here. It's fantastic to watch.
In the middle, Montour. He takes it down to the 10, make it the 11. It's a first down. And Sisler is just pounding it up the middle.
Yeah, you know, it's November, it's playoff football time. You know, put your chin strap on, bow your neck, and get in there.
Cognac under center. He's got Montour and Desjardins in the backfield. And he gives the inside handoff, and there's nothing but room for the little guy. Number 7, Eugene Pachu, takes it down to the 1-yard line.
Well, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of teams fall victim to that. You're overplaying, you know, the entire backfield moving one way. He comes out the back door there. If he hadn't stutter step there and just sprinted for the cone, he would have had the touchdown here. But, you know, without a ball, without a miscommunication in the backfield, there's some ball issues, you know. I think Desjardins is going to go in for the touchdown right here.
Don't doubt it. Desjardins, touchdown. No question, a 1-yard touchdown run. Great Desjardins.
Coach Moskow's signaling for the single down there. You know, you got Coach Clint Weaves, the offensive line coach at Sisler High School, and he has been there since 1995, 96. He does a tremendous job for them, and he's got those big guys inside moving their feet and getting up. Just a tremendous job there, and you can see it here. You got a hat on a hat, and they're pushing low and moving.
Convert's good. And with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in this first quarter, the Sisler Spartans take a 7-0 lead over the Oak Park Raiders. Did you think it would be this easy? They just drove it down their throats.
You know, Oak Park beat Sisler a couple weeks ago. I didn't know what to expect. It's tough to beat a team twice in one season here. The way they're going right now, it just seems like, you know, Sisler's got a lot, but I mean, we saw Beaver Bray come out and drive down the field and score easily. You know, on the other team. You know, we call 48 minutes a fight. That's what you got to play here. So, I mean, we'll see how things are going.
Kicking it off for Sisler is number 54, Zane Deer. Deer's a short kick, mishandled, and then picked up by number 7, Cameron Graham. Graham is dropping to the 33-yard line.
Trayton Vieira was down there to make the tackle. Wow, is he a dynamic player. You know, if Cameron Graham hadn't scooped that up, Trayton would have taken it right into the end zone.
Trayton Vieira lines up at the corner for the Sisler Spartans. Oak Park with the football. We'll call it the 39-yard line. They'll get it to 39, not the 33. And under center, the quarterback, number 8, Charlie Ringland. Ringland, inside handoff, and there's a penalty on the play.
Yeah, I think they got Oak Park for offside. I'm not sure here, but you can see Oak Park comes out with 2 tight ends and fullback, and they're going to say anything you can do, we can do better. Unfortunately, I don't think he picked up as many yards as Desjardins on first down. They're having a little conference here to decide what happened.
Looks like it's going to go against Sisler, although no penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Call it a 3-yard gain. So Charlie Ringland, the quarterback, they came out with Eric DuPont at QB.
Now, there's a plethora of athletes in Charleswood all the time, you know. They graduate, new ones come in. That Charleswood Bronco team does a fantastic job of producing football players.
Hand off to Dima Lukashenko. He gains about a yard, but there is another flag on the play, and this is a hold against Oak Park. It will be 3rd and 6.5 if it's declined. No, make it 3rd and 6. It's declined. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, Oak Park comes out early, tries to throw the football around a little bit. Now they're going to come out and run a little power eye on you here. Now they're 3rd, and I don't know what Sisler's doing. They're not punting.
We'll call it 5, 3rd and 5.
Maybe here's their quick
in the
kick.
pistol. Throws it outside, and he gets nothing. Christopher Alexander got nothing. Great tackle by Tyler Smith of Sisler.
Sisler's come to play early here.
Boy, have they ever. They got it 1st down, 10 yards to go at the 40 with 3 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. They already lead at 7-0.
Well, I like watching this here. You know, the Sisler kids, it's been a while since, I don't think Sisler's ever won a JV championship. I don't think anyone other than Oak Park and Massey's ever won a JV championship. So I think, you know, Sisler's got a chance to make history here. Oh, wow.
Cognac, he gets outside. He's got some running room. He'll cut it off at the 5-yard line, and finally they make that penalty call out of bounds. Oak Park has been tackling out of bounds early. That's the 2nd time they've done it. This time the flag is thrown after a 5.5-yard gain by Cognac.
Well, they had him twice. I mean, it's just a quarterback power off tackle. I mean, there's no science to it. It's my guys are bigger than yours. Oak Park had good penetration initially. The kid, you know, froze him in the ground, looked to cut back, couldn't, kept going outside, made 5.5 yards, and then picked up 15 more with the penalty.
2:53 left to go in this first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20. Desjardins inside. He waits, gets a block, hits the hole, gains about 3.5.
Well, you look at it here. They've been running at that tight end play after play after play. You know, first series, the tight ends were on the right. Coach Moskal now likes him on the left, and he's banging away at it. It'll be interesting to see what happens when they come back a week away from the tight ends and Oak Park's overshift to see if they can still play gang tackling football on Desjardins, because he's not going down without 2 or 3 helmets on him.
Boy, this is a off-center line of scrimmage. And Cognac goes the other way, and he's got nothing but room. He runs for the corner, gets the 1st down out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And Another first down by Conrad.
Smart play.
Sure.
Stand out of bounds. You know, I don't need. I'm the quarterback. I direct the offense. I got the first down. I can put it back in Desjardins' hands right now. I can put it in Easton's hands right now. You know, I just need to move those chains. Much like we saw the quarterback for the Varsity Oak Park Raiders last year, playing for the University of Manitoba now. What was his name? Ethan Dykow.
Dykow, yeah.
Ethan Dykow wasn't going to kill you. It was a death of 1,000 cuts. He'd throw for a first down, run for a first down.
Here's Desjardins, big hole, and he runs to the end zone, and he's in for another touchdown for the Sisler Spartans. This time 9 yards.
Well, Sisler was lucky on that play there. They were in an unbalanced formation without an end on the left side, but they originally got called for that in the first series for no end. But maybe a word with the referee has allowed them to run that formation more successfully here. But everybody was on the right. Desjardins went right. Man, heck of a dive there from about the 4.
So Zane Deere misses the point after. But Sisler takes a 13-0 lead. 13-0 Sisler quick here in this first quarter. 1:47 left to play.
Simple game plan, well executed here. You know, the Oak Park coaches now, they have their work cut out from them. They got to keep their kids focused if they want to make a comeback, because, you know, you get down by 13 and you're saying, oh my God, we can't stop these guys, and, you know, they quit playing football or something like that, and all of a sudden, you know, you're down 28 real quick. You know, you need to keep them focused.
So Deere kicks it off, and it's a short one, and it's caught by Oak Park. They'll put the ball in play at about the 53-yard line.
Now, smart move. If you can't kick it deep, kick it short. You got a 50-50 chance of recovering it instead of trying to kick it, you know, 20 yards and they return it 10 and you're right back there. Give yourself a shot to recover.
John Sneesby caught that line drive short kickoff by Zane Deere.
His older brother is a heck of a linebacker for Oak Park here. He was a tackling machine. Undersized linebacker, all heart. You know, the kind of kid you love to have.
So Ringland at quarterback hands it off to Christopher Alexander. And Alexander gets outside and he is hammered. Great tackle by number 31, Austin Balan.
And he is roughed
he's
up.
Hurt.
Now, Sisler's coming with some bad intentions right now when they're hitting. You know, jet sweep to the outside, corner makes a bad play, halfback makes a bad play, gets sealed in, kind of looking, should I be outside, should I be inside, what's he's going to do? He comes around the horn there, takes it downstairs, picks up a first down, but he gets rocked.
1:09 left to play in this first quarter. Christopher Alexander, the injured player for Oak Park.
He showed tremendous speed on that outside sweep there. He did a great job.
And moves the chains and moves the football down to the 46-yard line of Sisler. So Oak Park showing some life here, Coach.
That's what you want to see, you know. If they went 2 and out and kicked it back to them, that defense is going to get tired. You need to keep the, of course, you know, there's only, what do you got, 25, 26 Oak Park Raiders dressed tonight here. Yeah, you know, and Sisler, you look at their bench here, they've got, you know, another 30 kids on the bench, so Sisler's going to win the war of attrition. Oak Park's going to have to just come out here, do smart things right now. Just control that clock, get some points on the board.
Ringland under center, hands off to DuPont. And Eric DuPont gets about 3.
Now fullback Easton Montour. He's also a captain on this Sisler Spartan team there, makes another tackle.
Ringland, no huddle, inside. Good hard run by Dima Lubashenko. Looks like he gets about 4, maybe 4.5. That'll make it 3rd and 2.5 yards to go for a first down.
Well, no thought whatsoever. They quick kicked it once early. They're going for it here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the same play.
Ringland to Lubashenko. He gets 4, and it's a first down.
Good for Oak Park here. They're getting a little bounce back here, kind of taking it to Sisler. They're not going to be intimidated. They're going to fight back here.
3 seconds, 2, 1. There'll be one more play left in this first quarter, and this will be it. Ringland out of the pistol. Inside handoff is dropped and kicked.
Oak Park.
And it looked like DuPont got it back.
A few nervous moments here by both sides thinking they'd gotten it, but DuPont was able to fall on it. But now you're in 2nd and 10, and you're not on track to get a first down. You're going to have to do something out of your wheelhouse here that you've been doing here, where Oak Park's been running right up the middle at Sisler.
So we'll change ends. Sisler will defend the south end, the north end defended now by Oak Park here at Investors Group Field. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Sisler Spartans 13, the Oak Park Raiders nothing. Scott Taylor and Coach Doug Kovacs of the Grant Park Pirates. Glad you could join us for this second game of championship weekend. In the opener that we brought to you tonight, it was the Brandon Vincent Massey Vikings defeating the Beaver Bray Broncos from Kenora 15-14 to win the Currie Division Championship. But we've already got some very entertaining football here in this JV final.
Oh, this Jarley kid is the real deal. Here they come again with the jet sweep.
And Ringland gets some room and gets it down to the 24-yard line. Good run by Ringland. He'll be very close to the first down, and he looks a little hurt. He looks a little banged up.
Well, he's popped up, and you know, Sisler's tackling well. But they needed a big play. They needed 10 yards, and they got it. So good on Ringland here for making that happen.
So first down for Oak Park, the 24-yard line. Charlie Ringland under center. He has DuPont and Lubashenko in the backfield. Lubashenko takes the handoff. DuPont goes through, opens up some room, and Lubashenko takes it down to the 21 or 22-yard line. Probably a gain of about 7 for Dima Lubashenko.
Well, it reminds me a lot of Coach Dobie's Churchill Bulldogs back in the 90s and the 80s here, where 2 tight ends, eye football, coming off tackle as hard as they can.
There's Lubashenko again, and he's got some room. He's headed toward the end zone. He's dropped at the 4-yard line. Dima Lubashenko found a pretty good hole. He cut it outside, and now it's 1st and goal from the 4.
Check out the outstanding timing here by Oak Park. They're going no huddle. Everybody's moving at the snap in the right place. Sisler's a little slow to go. Sisler's staying in a 4-3 right now with 2 tight ends. They're getting a little outmanned at the point of attack here. We've got guys defending the outside. They need more people up the middle.
Ringland fakes the handoff, takes it himself, and he is dropped at the 2. Be a 2-yard gain for Ringland. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
Now we're watching carbon copy offenses go at each other here, and it's effective. In comes big 54 here, so I'm going to have to assume that they're going to try and pound this in.
Alec Watson is a large young man at 54.
Alec is a big boy here, and I would assume they're going to run right behind him. He's coming out at right guard. And they've got power eye, tight end right. They're coming right up the field. Sisler better get some hats up there.
And there's a touchdown, an easy one for Dima Lubashenko. Lubashenko, 2 yards for the touchdown, and we have a 13-7 ball game.
Now you can see the Oak Park faithful in the stands there. They're excited about that, and that's exactly what Oak Park needed after Sisler took the 13-0 lead. They are coming up the middle, and they're coming right at you. Both teams are. No fear.
The convert is good by Eric Rivera Ospina Jr.
You know, the quality of JV football in this province is outstanding, and it separates Manitoba from Saskatchewan and a lot of other places here. In Ontario, you have a JV league, you can develop these kids, they're not sitting on the bench. You know, when you have JV football and, you know, the Sisler Spartans play Potter football, you can't play grade 9, so, you know, the fruit dies on the vine waiting for their turn. This gives these kids an excellent opportunity to showcase their skills and develop them in an 8-game schedule where they can play the games and learn the game and develop so that when they do get to varsity, they're ready to play. That's why Sisler and Oak Park are two of the top teams in the province.
Ball is kicked off down to the little guy, Eugene Pachu. Pachu battles forward, still going. Pachu still pushing forward. One of the smallest players in the field gets it out past the 45 to the 47-yard line. What a tremendous effort by Eugene Pachu.
It's not the size of the Spartan, it's the size of the fight in the Spartan.
Tremendous effort.
Wow. I mean, we saw it on that little wing-back counter to him, too, where he got him down to the goal line. It'll be interesting to see here right now. Oak Park's got to get a stop. They can't just keep letting Sisler grind it out and get first downs and get touchdowns.
Desjardins right up the middle. He just battles forward, gets it down to the 53. Gain of about 6 or 7.
Well, you know, you think you got him stopped because you got the line stopped, but he hits that line and pushes them forward, and then he falls over top of the pile, picks up another yard, and they're on track for another first down. Coach Moskal is very happy to batter away at the weak side of the field.
Inside to Montour. He just gets 2. That'll make it 3rd and 2. I don't expect to see a punter.
Well, they were going for it on 3rd and 5. 3rd and 2 for him's got to be.
Well, when you got Braden Desjardins in that backfield and that running back quarterback Cognac.
Well, you watch here now. Oak Park's got everybody up on the line of scrimmage. If he gets a crease, there's no one left to tackle him. He's going to be gone. There's not going to be any flow here.
Inside, great effort by Montour. He just keeps moving forward, and they keep pushing him. He gets down inside the 45 to the 43. Easton Montour. And those two big backs are just eating up yardage.
Well, I think Easton would still be running if the center hadn't have blocked him. The center was coming across trying to get the linebacker. No linebacker there.
Easton looks like he stepped on somebody's foot and turned an ankle.
Yeah, he's kind of, you know, he's got some issues here for a second, but I think that just means Brendan Desjardins is going to get a lot more carries.
I also like the fact that this Sisler team has 3 young women on the roster.
Absolutely. You can see that junior varsity football opens up the game for a lot of people here. At Grant Park, we had 2 young ladies that wanted to play football this year, and they were full participants all year. And I know how Sisler's going to run their practices. You know, you got to be able to step into the fire with everybody else. So, you know, it opens it up. It's not just a story. These young ladies here, they know what they're signing up for, and they're willing to do it, and it's good. You know, it's good to see the diversity in the game. It's good to see the participation in the game. You know, and it's going to feed, you know, these young ladies are going to play football, and they're going to feed up to the adult female league eventually, too, and make them competitive as well.
That's number 15, Ayanna Hart, number 19, Sydney Penner, and number 47, Cara Belanger. So it's 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Cognac, inside handoff to number 11, Trayton Vieira, and he is loose. Vieira is taken out of bounds on the 4-yard line, but a tremendous 40-yard run by Trayton Vieira.
You know, again, tight ends on one side, Oak Park's overcompensating a little bit, trying to slow that down, and I would too. And, you know, it's blocked perfectly. They got a pulling guard that comes around the horn there and kicks the end, and the tailback hits it, and he accelerates through, and off he goes.
So Trayton Vieira takes it down to the 4. 1st and goal for the Sisler Spartans. They lead at 13-7. An opportunity to add to that lead. Cognac fakes the handoff, he runs outside, and this is just a race to the corner, and Cognac is taken down on a real nice tackle by James Bruin.
You know, I thought they had him in the backfield there. They had a lot of penetration coming up there. Defensive end gets right up the field, tries to arm tackle him, but Tyler's not going to be denied. I thought number 12 there for Oak Park there,
Bruin.
James Bruin, makes a touchdown-saving tackle. That's a lot of effort, a lot of heart there. Uh-oh.
Vieira with a bad handoff. He does a bad snap and a bad handoff, and they were lucky they didn't fumble that one.
Well, he bobbled it.
Inside.
They bobbled it right there, and you know, they had Pachu at the tailback there. You know, a bit of a lighter kid, but goes right up the middle. See Easton Montour there on the bench. He's getting some ice right now from the trainer. I don't know. I think, you know, when they put ice on it, they're trying to get him back in the game. You know.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Cognac inside to Desjarlais. He battles forward and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And what a battle that was. He broke 3 tackles to get it into the end zone. Great effort by Braden Desjarlais.
You know, he's not just a big guy in the backfield there. If you watch, I mean, he's going to the right, and it's a little, you know, the Sisler line doesn't get off fully. There's a kid that meets him right in the hole. He doesn't stop his feet. He cuts back, drops his shoulder, and gets in the end zone. That's goal line football. That's what you need. It's, you know, that is the toughest 12 inches to get in life. You've got to want it. There's no science behind it. You've got to just want to get that. You know, you've got to want to make the play.
It looks like Sisler's going to go for 2 points, but they call a timeout. With 5:38 left to go in the half, Sisler now leads at 19-7. They're going to try to go for 2 points, make it 21 if they can. So Oak Park defense has been pretty strong, other than that 40-yard blast by Trayton Vieira.
Absolutely. You can see it in the Oak Park
You mentioned
defense.
number 7, Pachu. When he came out of the game after playing at tailback,
Yeah.
said he was one of the lighter kids in the field. He's half the size of the head coach.
Yeah.
He comes up to the head coach's waist.
Well, Coach Moskow's got to be 6'3". So
Okay.
probably 280, 290.
Look at the size of him out there with his own running back, Desjarlais, behind him.
Yeah.
That is a small young man, but boy, you're right. He's got a big heart.
Well, they got Pachu at the fullback here right now, so it'll be interesting to see. You know, look for a little play-action pass type of.
A move on the line.
And they're going to kick it now.
Umar Tahir moved early.
You got to hold your water down there. Well, the one thing is, though, is, you know, it's not a bad call. You're going up by, you're up 19-7. You go for 2 to put it up by 2 scores, you know, and then you have a mental error down there, but they're going to mark it off. I don't know why he didn't go for it. They're going to apply it to the kickoff team. So, you know, they're still on the 5. They could still go for it.
So here's Zane Deer to try to kick the convert now. Snap is down, it is up, and it is good. So the Sisler Spartans, with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to play here in the first half, take a 20-7 lead over the Oak Park Raiders.
Well, you can see the future's bright at Sisler here. They're graduating a hell of a tailback, Ethan Paul here, who, you know, for all in rights, probably should win a lot of awards here in this offseason. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. Leading carrier, leading yards getter, leading, you know, probably leading touchdown getter in the Potter division, you know, in the WHSFL, just an elite talent. And then you can see it here. Sisler's got another stable of tailbacks coming up that are going to replace him at the varsity level too. This Desjarlais kid, he's going to be a heavy load for in the next 2 years to come for everybody.
Well, you were right about the opportunity for a young lady to play football. Diana Hart is out on this kickoff team.
Well,
wearing number 15.
Onside kick again? Nope.
Deer kicks it off. Kicks it right to Christopher Alexander, who thankfully is back in the game after that injury. Alexander takes it back to the 47-yard line.
Well, Montour's still on the bench here, and he's also their middle linebacker, so we're going to have to see who they replace him with. And it'll be interesting to see if Sisler's going to stay in that 40 front and try and stop this two tight end I-back offense that Oak Park's coming out with here. They've got 36 playing middle linebacker now. And Sisler comes out in a 50.
Ringland under center. Quick handoff inside to Lubashenko. Dima Lubashenko stopped the game about a yard.
Now, yeah, you can see the adjustments here. This is something you see when you are, you got a very competitive team. They don't wait. They don't take quarters to make adjustments. This is how competitive it is. It's a good coaching staff. You can see both teams have make adjustments quickly. After the first series with Sisler smashing it down their throats, Oak Park changes the defense to a 60. Sisler's now running a 50. Got more guys up there trying to give away the gaps.
Pitch to Lubashenko, and he is taken down. What a tremendous defensive play by Braden Desjarlais. Wow, what an outstanding play.
No drop off. Montour's on the bench. Desjarlais comes in, plays middle linebacker, and sticks him for a loss. You're going to have a 3rd down and 10, 3rd down and 9. And we'll see if Oak Park's going to quick kick again. What are they going to do? They give you...
Well, quick kick. Ringland, good kick.
Absolutely.
And he chases Austin Boland all the way back to the 10. Boland picks it up, gets to the 12 and out of bounds. Well, he works forward, and they mark him at the 12. They say he stepped out at the 12-yard line.
Fantastic job. You don't show a punt formation, and therefore Sisler doesn't put 2 guys back. The field's too wide to defend with 1 guy. You get a great kick, a great bounce because it hits, and Sisler's got to go 90-plus yards here for a touchdown.
So Sisler will start at its 12-yard line. They are 98 yards away from pay dirt this time. And this is a lot of grinding in that grinding offense.
This quarter might be over after this drive if Sisler walks it all the way down there. I mean, it's bang, bang, bang. I think we've seen, 2 passes so far?
That's it. Cognac inside.
Pachu.
A little Pachu. Pachu takes it out to the 22-yard line. He'll be very close to the first down.
No drop off here at the tailback spot either. They moved Desjarlais up to the fullback, opens up a bigger hole. Pachu lightning quick, gets through, squeezes through, and you're 2nd and 1 now. Opens up a lot of the playbook. Coach Moskow's yelling out the plays out there. And you'll have to forgive me, I don't know the Oak Park coaching staff. I think it's brand new this year.
So Cognac under center, 2nd and 1. And it's a bit of a fire drill.
Well, I think we got false start Sisler, but lucky for Oak Park because Trayton was about to take it to the house.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a legal procedure.
Well, that's their 3rd false start, I believe, in the game for Sisler. They need to get rid of those penalties here. So they're going to be 2nd and 5, which is, right in the Sisler wheelhouse anyways. Clock's ticking. Bang, bang, bang. 2:53 left.
3-minute warning is given with 2:53 to go. Coach Moskal not happy with something. He was out.
Yeah, I believe he's going to have a little conversation with, his tackle there at halftime. Snap count's so important right now.
Cognac under center. Only 1 receiver. Inside, and a great handoff, and what a great hit on number 11, Trayton Vieira. Vieira was hammered there by number 9, Eric Rivera-Ospina Jr.
He's got the first down here, but I think you're going to get a face mask. Rough. So that's going to move it up 15.
Now they're moving the football, 2:42 left.
This is the thing Coach Moskal and the Sisler Spartans are doing right now. They're giving you unbalanced to one side, you overload, and they're running it back weak. I think Oak Park's doing a tremendous job of adjusting to it. They're not, they're leaving 4 guys on the backside, and that's what you're looking for. But still, well, now they got 3. So you want to run at that tight end there.
Pachu is the only running back Fake by Cognac. He goes deep and tipped away. Nice defensive play by Christopher Alexander. That was a great pass by Cognac. He's a dandy on the quarterback.
Oh, he's fantastic. He spent 3 days at the WHSFL quarterback camp this summer, and you could just see it in him. Big, tall kid, good arm, great, runs like a gazelle, and he gets in the open field, he's gone. He adds a dynamic to the game that, a lot of teams don't look for. They want a big, tall passing quarterback. Sisler's looking for an athlete that can throw the football.
Fake to Pachu. Comes back the other way to Pachu, who's got nothing but room. Tries to sidestep, and a great, great tackle by number 33, John Sneesby. But Pachu gains 16 yards and gets a first down. And what a great play call that was.
Well, you fake it to Pachu, and then the guys go, oh my God, Cognac's booting out to the wide side of the field. I need to redirect. He stops, picks up, pulls back. He's got an armada in front of him with blockers, and he picks up 16 yards. It's a nice little play design. Fake it to him, throw it to him. A lot of linebackers go, okay, he doesn't have the football. The ball's going the other way. I'm going to stop on my coverage.
Cognac. Inside handoff to Vieira. On the reverse, Vieira gets himself about 5 yards. And here's Sisler continuing to move the football with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in the half.
Oh, wow. Oak Park, I think, just took a penalty here, talking to the referee. You always instruct the kids to say, excuse me, Mr. Referee, sir, and then, there you go, objectionable. And I think he might be out for 3 plays. That's 30 yards in penalties on Oak Park this series alone. But, you always instruct the kids, don't talk to the other team, no matter what they say. Don't talk to, only the captains talk to the referee, and the first words out of your mouth are, excuse me, Mr. Referee, sir. Because you can't just say to him, hey, that guy's holding me.
So another 15 yards takes it to the 34. Sisler leading 20-7. And now with 2 minutes to go, have an opportunity to really build a lead by halftime. Cognac. Bootlegs left. A fake. A great move. Cognac runs to the corner, gains 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. What a tremendous, tremendous run by quarterback Cognac.
Wow, you can fake you out in a phone booth. You see that play there?
Tremendous.
Again, defensive end comes up the field, tailback gets no block on him, doesn't matter. Gives him a little head and shoulder fake, round the corner, 2nd and 5. Be interesting to see if they go back to Desjardins here. He's been a non-factor in this series here, but you know what a weapon he is. They're making him run sideline to sideline right now and tiring him out.
Inside handoff to Desjardins. He gains 4. It'll be 3rd and 1. Braden Desjardins has been the grinder, while Vieira, Cognac, and Pachu have been the outside runners and have been the exciting players.
Now, they're doing a great job. Pachu, Vieira, Cognac, Desjardins, Montour in the first series, they're letting everybody get involved. They're letting this big offensive line just tee off and make blocks.
Desjardins bangs it forward. He probably is going to get 7 out of that. Down to the 18-yard line. First down. Sisler Spartans with 1:27 left to go.
Well, I'm watching the Oak Park Raiders here, and they're starting to get up slower and slower each play. They're getting tired of tackling these guys. This is where that big play comes in. Hopefully here, Oak Park 54 in the middle there, and they can get on them and get a stop here on first down.
1st and 10 from the 18. Fake inside, great block. Cognac, lots of room around the left side, and he gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown. There is also a penalty on the play. It was a horse collar tackle. And it's now 26-7.
I don't know about that one there. The Oak Park kid's trying to prevent a touchdown. What you don't see there is Pachu makes a heck of a block in the backfield, knocks the linebacker down. And yeah, you're going to have a horse collar tackle here, but I don't fault the Oak Park kid. He's supposed to stop that, and he does everything he can. That's just one of those ref makes a decision. he wasn't in when he started getting hit.
An 18-yard touchdown for Tyler Cognac. What a dynamic quarterback he is.
Well, future's bright at Sisler here. They're going to have dudes coming up. And, you know, I know Coach Esselmon at Varsity does a tremendous job with teaching a very diverse offense up there as well and using everybody. So
Zane Deere comes in to kick the extra point. Bad snap. Cognac picks it up. He's got nowhere to go. And it will be a failed extra point attempt. And the score remains 26-7. But that is a bit of a statement for Sisler in this first half.
Wow, they just went 90 yards for a touchdown. Wow, they went 60. Oak Park gave them 30. But, you know, there was, what, 3.5 minutes left? They went
close to 100 yards. They started with 12.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a drive to finish the half.
They might not be done here. Oak Park might do something desperate here, throw the ball up. They get an interception here, trying to, you know. Oak Park's going to get the ball. It's going to be, this is where you onside it immediately. You know, you can kick it deep and pin them deep, but, you know, they can return it out to about the 30. You can kick the ball right now 10 yards, and, you know, you're playing great defense. You know, give yourself a 50-50 shot right here. You know.
So Zane Deere will kick it off. Back is Ringland and Christopher Alexander. And it's taken by the short man. Number 9, Eric Rivera Ospina Jr., and he is taken down at 27.
Well, Austin Balin goes down there and makes a heck of a tackle to limit the return too. I think, you know, the return's about 5-6 yards. You gotta like that. That's what you want in a coverage team too. You know, catch it, swarm on them.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Oak Park from their own 28-yard line.
Easton Montour still on the bench down there.
DeJarlis is in as the middle linebacker once again.
Well, that's the kind of talent he is. He can play both ways. So you got free safety here, kind of playing deep. He's about 14 yards off the ball right now. They're expecting pass. You got a deep shell out here. Oak Park's coming out with their gun offense here that they'd come out in the first series with. I think they got their throwing quarterback in.
It's DuPont. There's the pass. It's Red. Ringland is stopped, and he keeps going. Great effort by Charlie Ringland to get it out to the 30. Gain of about almost 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a bad play. You know, you're trying to get something, but it's safe. Clock's running. You can get to halftime here. You'd think Sisler would be using their timeouts here right now and trying to get a punt return here and maybe get some more points out, but they're happy to go to halftime as well. And you see it right here. Sisler's in a prevent.
Park is offside.
No.
Almost picked off by Adam Harenku. Oak Park's offside. There was no question about that. The flags came quickly. Both receivers on the right side were well over the line of scrimmage.
Wow, Coach Moskal lost his hat. He was so excited there that there was going to be a pick six. You can see Oak Park's trying to figure out right now what they want to do.
Penalties declined, so it will now be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Oak Park. There is 27 seconds left. DuPont at quarterback. Ringland at receiver.
Oak Park's not happy about something. They're screaming for a timeout.
They get a timeout.
Well, that doesn't help them because that's going to keep the clock from moving, and that's going to give Sisler more chance here. It's just interesting to see. CFL, man, or you know, the Canadian football, it is won and lost in the last 3 minutes of every game.
Every game.
3 minutes before halftime and then 3 minutes before the end of the game. You could see that down here at in the Curry game too. You know, Beaver Bray not taking advantage of some things. You know, last couple minutes, Massey was able to pin him down there. They gave them the ball back a couple times, but were able to play defense. You can win and lose these games in the last 3 minutes.
So Oak Park will have 3rd down and 7 from their own 30 with 27 seconds left to go in the half.
It'll be interesting to see if they punt to him now. Sisler's got some guys going back, but we'll see if they kick it here, that quick kick. It's difficult. You don't know if they're going to run it. You don't know if they're going to kick it.
Ringland with the kick. Taken on the fly by Austin Milan. He's got some running room and gets it back to the 45-yard line with 17 seconds to go. So does Coach Mostel have something in his pocket that he can get them close to the end zone with 17 seconds?
Well, Tyler Konya can do whatever he wants out there. He could run it into the end zone, right? Or he could throw it. I mean, you've got to be nervous. If Oak Park comes out with that 60 that they've been playing and he gets some receivers going vertical here, he might, he'll have some one-on-one matchups.
So Cognac, with 17 seconds left to play in the first half, with a 26-7 lead.
Yeah, Oak Park's all up on the line of scrimmage. They're going to be able to get a little fake and a boot. There you go, fake and a boot.
And all alone.
Don't stop running.
And he got a touchdown. Drayton Vieira, 45-yard TD pass from Cognac to Vieira with 8 seconds to go. That makes it 32-7.
Wow.
Wow.
But you saw it there. Oak Park's got everybody up on the line of scrimmage playing run, and little wing back just leaks out, and he's running straight down the field. I thought he'd stopped running for a second there, and he wasn't going to catch it, but he had that little burst to get it with the fingertips, and into the end zone he goes. Great play call, great scheme, way to take advantage of it. And I mean, they got a touchdown they shouldn't have got. If Oak Park would have just ran that ball, they would have killed the clock, and it would have been an over at halftime. They would have gone to the half down 26, but
There's another offside against Sisler. They just don't like kicking the extra point.
Maybe we'll go down there at halftime, you and I, and give him some coaching points.
I don't think he needs to.
No.
Yeah, we have to cover. I'm like, does he get that? I'm like, well, I think I may have got the catch, but I don't know.
Well, you can see it here. Sisler's a big school, and they've got a great tradition of football. They've won a lot of championships. They've got a lot of kids. You can see it on their roster. They come out there. They play great fundamental football. They smash you. It's been basically the story of Sisler football since their inception in, I guess it would have been the 30s.
It would have been.
Well,
Montour is not coming back.
No, he's on crutches.
Montour is done for the night. So Deere will kick it off with 8 seconds to go. Well, it is mishandled by Alexander. And Alexander brings it out to the 34. So that'll do it. That's the last play of the half. And what a half it was for the Sisler Spartans. We have played 24 minutes of football.
You got 33 points on the field.
Sisler 33, Oak Park 7. Nobody expected a blowout like that. Doug Kovacs and I, Scott Taylor, will be back for the second half right after this. back to Investors Group Field for the second half of the JV Championship game. It is Winnipeg High School Football League Championship weekend here at IGF. And then the first game we did today, the Vincent Massey Vikings from Brandon defeated the Beaver Brave Broncos from Kenora 15-14 to win the Class A Curry Division Championship. Now we're in the JV final, and this is all Sisler. Sisler leads at 33-7 as we start the second half. And did you expect this?
Not at all here. Oak Park was one of the teams that beat Sisler this year, and I fully expected them to come out and give them a game. Sisler is hitting on all cylinders right now. Ball's out.
On the return, it looks like Oak Park's going to get the football. But a great job by Sisler to cover. Short kick. It'll be 1st and 10 for Oak Park from the 44, and they have a lot of work left to do in the final 24 minutes.
Well, they're not out of it yet. This game can change in a dime, right? And I mean, they've got the speed at the Oak Park Raiders here to change it, but they're going to have to start putting together some plays here.
So Ringland goes back to quarterback. He takes the snap, fakes inside, and he'll run it himself, and he's going to go nowhere. He is tackled quickly by Tyler Smith right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him about a half a yard. Tyler Smith with the breastplate tackle right there.
Well, you know, they weren't fooled by that jet sweep. A lot of those guys on the backside there were staying at home. You know, they're well coached. They've probably seen it before. And he goes off tackle, and he's met by, like, again, 3-4 Spartans there, you know, ready to put a hat on him. Interesting to see who's down there. I didn't get the number here, but fits number 11 here, Trayton Vieira. I don't know which number, but it looks like the backside corner. Interesting. You know, he's been such a dynamic player.
Montour's already out of the game.
Absolutely. I don't see him down there right now. There's a couple Spartans on the bench with coats on, though, trying to keep warm.
Montour's sitting with the coat on the bench.
Okay. So
Trayton Vieira is going to leave the game, but he is walking to the sidelines.
yeah, he probably just got rolled up on there by a bunch of tacklers, you know, and it happens when you get a big pile like that. You can see what happens here. That's 2nd and 9.
So it's 2nd and 9, Ringland in the pistol, I formation. And Ringland pitches, and a great pitch to Dima Lubashenko, and Lubashenko gets the first down. He's pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 11. And quickly, Oak Park has an opportunity inside Sisler territory to make something happen.
Fantastic option play there. Goes down line of scrimmage, pitches off the end, and Lubashenko picks up about 13 yards. That's fantastic. You can see the speed he's got. He's the one that can change this game. They got to get him open in, you know, free area, some open area here so he can use his speed here.
1st and 10 from the 53-yard line of the Sisler Spartans. And now Ringland with some space. He's got some room. He's finally pulled down from behind by Desjarlis, but he gets 9, almost 10 yards.
Well, they're using a little misdirection, a little option here. They're changing up for what they did in the first half. It's a great adjustments to make. They were trying to go right at Sisler, and it wasn't, you know, paying off. So now they're using some misdirection, trying to use their speed to get outside, using their quarterback as well. They go up the middle again.
Ringland right up the middle of Lubashenko. He doesn't have a lot of room, but he should have enough for the first down. It was 2nd and a long one, almost 2, and he gets the 2 yards for a first down.
Well, you can see it here. Sisler's changed to that 50, trying to stuff up the middle. So we'll see what Oak Park does to counter that. And they look like they're trying to go outside. Here you go again with the jet sweep package. And say, no, it's a fake.
Ringland inside, good job. He fumbles, the ball is on the turf, and it is picked up by Oak Park. And Oak Park dodges a bullet.
That's their 3rd fumble they've had that they've recovered their own fumble here. you know, very, very lucky here. They can't keep putting the ball on the ground like that. Well, I remember a JV game, I think it was an A game back in like 2008, 2009. Sisler was playing St. John's. St. John's fumbled the ball 11 times in the game, got 10 of them back. It was incredible.
2nd and 5 for Oak Park, and some room inside. The handoff to Lubashenko. He gets at least 8, maybe 9. It's a first down inside the 30, and some life from Oak Park.
Well, this is what you need coming out of the half here when you're down by this much. You need to go down and put points on the board and show the Sisler defense that, you know, you're not going to go quietly into the night.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27 as Oak Park has moved the football. Despite a fumble on the kickoff and another fumble by Ringland, they've been able to keep the ball. Ringland fumbles again. This time he gains 2 right up the middle.
Well, I think they had some yardage outside there if they hadn't had the bobbled snap, but that's the problem with the shotgun offense too, you know. It's not as secure under center. You know, a lot of people swear by it, but they know that they got to factor into the game at least once. You're going to have a bobbled snap or a high snap, you know. So you need to be able to throw the ball on 2nd and long here when that happens.
DuPont at quarterback. He's chased inside and he throws it incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Lubashenko. Lubashenko was covered. DuPont really had no place to throw, and that'll make it 3rd down and 7, maybe 8.
Yeah,
the 25.
Absolutely. Nice play by the Sisler defense, not falling for the screen here, falling for the motion, just staying on their guys and solid. You know, Oak Park cannot, you know, not get points out of this
That's
drive
right,
here.
I agree.
They've got to do something here.
It's only the 3rd quarter, but when you're down 33-7, you're running out of time. Trips right, DuPont throws left. It's tipped, incomplete, and Sisler takes possession. So the Sisler Spartan defense holds up, and they'll take possession at the 25-yard line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Moskal does here. He's got Tyler Cognac right beside him right now. And they're discussing what they want to do. Are they going to keep smashing them? Or are they going to keep running that, you know, late in the series there, they ran it with Pachu and a lot of counter and misdirection stuff here. So we'll see what's going to happen. I mean, you got Desjardins, dance with who brung you.
So Desjardins, and now number 33, Tanner Gagnon moves into the backfield.
Try counterplay there with Pachu.
Pachu.
Yep. But I think Oak Park's seen that enough now that they might be sitting on it. They're not quick to flow.
Vieira's back in the game. Gagnon comes out.
Man, is he a weapon, that Trayton Vieira. He does it all for him. I think in this package here, you'll see Pachu at tailback and Desjardins at fullback. And we got Vieira playing one of the wings.
Cognac under center, and he mishandles it. Then picks it up. He throws deep to Vieira. Vieira makes the catch. Just to the 46 or 7 yard line. It's a first down. A gain of 22 yards and a nice pass by Cognac.
Well, standard boot pass, you know, you got levels coming across the field here, and, you know, that could have been intercepted, but Trayton's not going to let that happen. He leans into it, makes sure he makes the catch. You know, the defensive back's right there, and then, you know, under pressure, he makes a contested catch, gets the first down for him. That was key on that thing.
22-yard gain out to the 47. Cognac's going to have to run it. And he's got some space. He gets the first down, steps out of bounds.
Oh, wow. He
picks up 15 yards.
He could have taken that to the house with a cutback. The blocks were going downfield, but he decided to skip out of bounds there when he'd gotten enough yards if he just stuck his foot in the ground.
But you've talked about it. That's not his job.
Not at all.
He got the first down, got out of bounds. His job is to make sure he's around for the next play.
Yeah, I don't know. You could stab him right in the heart with one long touchdown run, and it's over. You don't need a quarterback.
I think you pretty much stabbed him in the heart now. Oak Park had a great drive, couldn't finish. Cognac, the opposite way to Vieira, and Vieira might have some room. He gets it down to the 30. Another 16-yard gain. make it 17 yards, and another first down for Sisler. And again, they're just running it right at Oak Park. That inside reverse handoff has really worked well for Sisler all night.
You know, the wingback counter's been a staple at Sisler since the 80s. I remember that when Rick Hudson was there and Ken Gordon were running the offense there. And it's devastating. And, you know, a lot of teams can learn from that, you know. You don't need to, you know, you saw in the last game there wasn't a lot of misdirection. You know, a few counters, but a lot of just power right at you. Sisler's giving you power, they're giving you counter, they're playing boot pass, you know. They're staying inside their series, you know. I don't think Sisler's giving them a lot of formations other than moving the tight ends around and the flankers, but, I mean, they're getting the man advantage where they need it, and that's the key to playing good offensive football.
So Cognac dropped for about a half a yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. He's going to take it himself again. He had a little bit of room, had to cut it back. He only gained about 3 or 4. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 or 7 for Sisler. And I don't think there's any thought about punting in the stage.
Well, I mean, that quarterback power off tackle with, you know, what do you got? About 1,400 pounds worth of beef going out there, right? It's not a bad play. I mean, you'd like to have a bigger kid carrying the football, but, I mean, he's dynamic. He can make things happen. We'll see what they do here now. It's 3rd and 7. I don't know if they'll run the quarterback power, but you might see the wingback counter or just Desjardins up the middle, you know.
They have so many options, this Sisler team. And when you've got such a great ball handler like Cognac, he's going to throw. Drops back, the rush is coming. Little pass to Vieira, he makes the catch.
He didn't get it, but...
Drop to the 20, and he's going to be about a yard short, but they've pushed Oak Park back to the 20-yard line.
Well, you know, you can't be upset about that. You can't kick the field goal.
It'll be a turnover on downs, but it's one of those things that it's not going to hurt anybody.
Well, they're signaling it's 3rd down now. Neither team's... I don't know what the problem is.
No, that was 3rd down.
Yeah,
now
I
here comes
thought
the changeover.
But, you know, Sisler doesn't look like they're upset.
No, it's as good as a punt. You've got them down to the 20-yard line with 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and you have a 33-7 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing is, too, about that play there, you got Trayton coming out on the boot. If you get a little bit more better pass blocking on the play action, you know, Cognac can set his feet and maybe make a strike instead of having to throw it under duress.
DuPont at quarterback. He'll throw. It's knocked down, and it goes incomplete. He was fortunate that it goes incomplete.
Sisler's playing rock solid defense here.
They're
not falling for things. You know, they are getting beat at the point of attack.
I mean, you know this Sisler team. Is this as good as you've seen them play?
The JV team, yeah. I mean, we played them in week 5 or 4. Winner went to the playoffs. They ran over us pretty good. I mean, our kids didn't stop fighting. But I think when it was all said and done, you know, Sisler proven a point that they were just really tough. A lot of young kids at Grant Park coming up.
Inside handoff to Ringland. He breaks the tackle, but he's going to be running out of bounds after a gain of about 3. And this is going to be a tough decision for the Oak Park coaching staff.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here, and I don't think they're going to punt here. They need to go for it. They need the points.
There's only 3 minutes left to play in this quarter. So Ringland out of the pistol. As the clock ticks down, it's a pitch to Lubashenko, and he is stuffed at the 21 for a loss of 2 yards. And back comes Sisler, and as it turns out, because of the Sisler defense, that was as good as a first down for Vieira.
Absolutely here. You know, where are we, on the 21? So not much happened in
those 3 plays.
Nope.
And now Sisler's got a brand new series of downs with 2:25 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, they're going to have to put a dagger in their heart right now here and seal the deal. You know, they score one more time and it's into run time here, and Sisler's, there's going to be some bonfires in the north end.
Cognac inside again. This time they read it, but a beautiful play by Vieira. He can't quite get loose. Oak Park's got him in the grasp.
Well, you know, in the first half it was effective running that wing-back counter because they were blocking up those nose tackle and the 3 technique. You know, but right now they're not getting much of surface on those guys, and they're coming through and penetrating, slowing down, and then they can rally to the football. You know, Sisler's got to start leaning on those guys again.
Konya mishandles inside to Pachu. Pachu takes it down to about the 16-yard line. Gain of 5 or 6.
You know who's impressive here is the right guard for Sisler, Andre Galang. He's also defensive end for him. He's doing a great job. Looks like they're sending out the field goal team here.
So Cognac sets it up with Deer, who will be doing the kicking. This to try to make it 36-7. It'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt.
Good
Snap, it's down. It's wide. And the single will be given up.
That is the most nervous thing you can have for a head coach when that ball goes wide and you've got that many linemen on the field. I mean, I always tell our coaching staff, our special teams coach, I want kids that like to play tag, not hide and go seek to cover these things. You want tag kids, man. You know, you get those big kids out there and they're it. What'd you do? You just climbed up on top of the play structure and they were it for the rest of recess, right? I mean, seeing them run down the field, it's unnerving, to say the least.
So Deer misses the field goal but kicks the single. Makes it 34-7. And Ringland back at quarterback. He keeps and gets pretty much nothing.
Nope.
Boy, Sisler is just coming at them.
Well, you got Umar Tahir and Brandon Desjardins in there coming in to fill the gap. I don't know who was the initial person to stop it, but wow. They come in and hit the pile, push it back. Those kind of shots on quarterback, they don't like that.
We have one play left in this third quarter. This will be it. 34-7, Sisler leads it.
Like, at least I didn't have to worry about.
Ringland has some room, pitches to Lubashenko, and Desjardins just stops him. Braden Desjardins is as good a defensive player as he's an offensive player.
Well, you know, when you see a kid that size that can run out to the perimeter, run the alley, and make a tackle on a tailback, right? I mean, they strung it out as best they could on the option there. You know, quarterback could have stuck his foot in the ground, probably gotten 3 or 4 more yards. Probably about 3 yards more than what he did on the pitch. But they string him out. Quarterback wants to pitch it. I think, you know, they want Lubashenko to carry the football. And, you know, Desjardins just runs right out there, runs through the alley, makes a good tackle right through the thighs, and there's nothing you can do to defend that. I mean, I don't think anybody here can just, you know, stiff-arm Desjardins down to the ground and keep going.
It's 3rd and 6 as we start the fourth quarter, 34-7. The Sisler Spartans lead it. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ringland at quarterback, he's under center. Rolls right, throws, he's got a receiver, and it's caught, and wide open, and on his way to the end zone is Christopher Alexander, and he has finally dropped at the 3-yard line. But what a great pass by Ringland, and Alexander takes it all the way down to the 3.
Charlie Ringland, cool customer there. You get a fake and a boot, sets up in the pocket here. He's going to dish the ball. You know, he's got pressure in his face, ducks one, gets it off, gets tackled. You know, that's the first coverage mistake, you know, you've seen Sisler make. And then you got Christopher Alexander, who turns on the Jets, gets him down, right down to the goal line. Here comes Oak Park's power eye.
They mark it at the 4. Lubashenko up the middle takes it to the 2. Second goal from the 2 for Oak Park. Charlie Ringland with a tremendous pass to Christopher Alexander to set this opportunity up. Ringland hands it off to number 9, Eric Rivera Ospina, and he still doesn't get in. He's down to the 1-yard line, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you watch this play here. They're going to fake one way and counter the other, and I think Sisler had him stuffed for no gain, but they kind of stopped tackling there, and he managed to scooch forward for another yard, get it down to the 1. So good for him here, you know, watching Eric Rivers, Riviera.
Boy, that was pretty close to getting in. And they do get in. Lubashenko, Dima Lubashenko, scores his 2nd touchdown of the game from 1 yard out. And Oak Park isn't going away.
Nope. You know, I think we got offside Sisler here. Got a Sisler Spartan coming off, but no one replacing him. And now he's being sent back out there. You know, good series by Oak Park. They're not going to let it be, they're not going to be denied.
So Oak Park makes it 34-13. Here's the extra point, and it's blocked. Extra point is blocked. It's 34-13. Sisler with the lead and 9:54 to play here in this football game. It was a pretty good drive by Oak Park. You got to give them credit.
Well, they got stuff down here early. Then they get the play action pass, takes them down to about the 4, and then they manage to punch it in. You know, they're taking advantage of their of the opportunity Sisler's presenting them. You know, and you're going to watch Sisler here. They need a bounce back drive now. You know, that wing back counter that was working for them isn't anymore. So we'll see what Coach Mosko's going to go to now. You know, I watched Sisler early in the year. They started in the gun. And they were doing a lot of that stuff, but I guess they'd figured out that Brendan Desjardins cannot be stopped when you're under center, so.
So kicking it off for Oak Park is number 45, Fuhi Rusalis. He backs away, the onside kick, and it looks like Oak Park's going to get it back.
Oh, I don't know. I think Sisler got it, but I think it's in the kids' oh no, Oak Park just picked it up.
Oak Park's getting the football at the 54. The onside kick works. And as you mentioned, they aren't going away.
Nope, not at all. Well, you could see it there. I don't know how he got it because I thought the Sisler kid had it, but it was between the knees of the Oak Park kid. Somehow he came up with it.
So Fodi Rosales doesn't kick it. Eric Rivera Ospina Jr. kicks it. And the onside kick works, and now Oak Park has another opportunity.
And here comes the jet sweep again.
Ringland with no room, and here's Desjardins again to stop it.
Well, look at that there again. There's another 10 Spartans making a tackle.
But Desjardins put the stop to him. Boy, he's been good on both sides of the football.
We got a late hit, I think, coming up here against Sisler. No, Oak Park, oh, that's devastating right there. Uncalled for. We got an objectionable conduct. That's usually the mouth. You don't want that.
And it's 15 big ones.
It's a game of emotion here. You got to put them in check here. You know, that's Oak Park's 2nd objectionable conduct, too.
Takes it all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Now, I know the Oak Park staff's not going to be happy about that.
Watch the tight ends. Austin, back up. Look where you need to get to. Set up, defense. Set up.
So it is now 2nd down and 25.
Now, Sisler's asking for clarification here. Yes, that's right. He's an ejectable. He has to be out for 3 plays right now. Just cool him down on the bench.
So going off the field is Jake Gill. He'll be gone for 3 plays for an objectionable conduct call.
Jake's upset on the sideline too. He's trying to explain to his coaches what happened. They're trying to calm him down. You know,
into the game comes Hayden Thomas.
It's tough. There's a lot of emotion in this game here, especially with these young guys playing in such a big game.
Ringland hands off inside to Lukashenko. And Lukashenko is dropped after a gain of about 7.
Very impressive there, number 44 for Sisler, Nick Willett, captain for them. He did a great job there holding his gap, not letting him get outside, took it on with the right shoulder, forced the play back inside so he could get some help there, and they got a tackle. You know, you can easily lose your contained portion right there.
So it's now 3rd and 18. DuPont will go to quarterback. Ringland will become a receiver. DuPont completes it inside to Alexander again. This time he's dropped at the 54 yards short of the first down, and Sisler will take over at the 50-yard line.
Well, you know, they needed 18. They got 14, you know. They're not going away. Sisler, though, they haven't done much here this quarter here other than kill the entire third. They need to do something here, and, you know, maybe bring, you know, they don't need to score some points, but they need to knock about 3 minutes off the clock here and show that it's not over for them, you know, and just reduce the game down to, you know, 4 possessions.
8:18 left to play here in the 4th quarter.
Looks like Pachu and Desjardins are going to be the ones that are going to win this for them.
Pachu follows Desjardins, but there's very, very, very good penetration by Oak Park.
I think you're going to get too many men Oak Park here. I'm not sure I'd count them up.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, they got 13
guys.
That flag was thrown as soon as it was snapped, so too early for holding by the back judge. 13 players out there. And that's a first down.
They still have 13 players on the field.
Now they're waving one cat off. There you go.
There he goes.
Coach Moskow's giving the signal here. I think this is the quarterback power play.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 50 of Oak Park for Sisler. Cognac, and a great defensive play. Tremendous defensive play by number 47, Mason McLeod.
You know, that center's just not blocking the right guy. Or, yeah, I'd have to say it's probably the center. He's the uncovered cat. It's just not blocking the right guy, and they're getting through. They need double team in the center there and try and kick.
So a tremendous defensive play. So now it's 2nd and 13. 3-yard loss on that one. Cognac fakes inside, and he goes deep. And he's got his receiver. Outstanding pass by Cognac.
Well, you know, it's just an outside release, and he bends it back in, tracks the ball down in the air. You know, Cognac has a bright future. He's going to be, you know, next on that list of great Sisler quarterbacks that are coming out. You know, you've had Tyler Vieira, Khalil Williams, Josh Pereira, you know, some of the great ones that have gone on to play Rifles and Bisons.
The catch was made by Dylan Yorski. Yorski made the catch down to the 17-yard line. Here's Big Desjardins. He takes it all the way down just about to the 10. And this will just pretty much wrap it up. They've taken the time off the clock that you asked for. They're down to 6 minutes. 2nd and 3 yards to go, a 7-yard gain for Desjardins. Down to the 11. The big guy takes it again. This time he gets down to the 4. First down will be 1st and goal with less than 6 minutes to play.
Well, you know, they're going to run a little outside veer, you know, off-tackle dive option type play where he's just going to hand it off. And right down in this place, this is where Desjardins makes his money. He is just grinding out yards here and dragging tacklers.
So it's 1st and goal for Sisler. The big guy gets it again. This time he takes it right down to the goal line.
Yeah, he's going to be on the 1. That too many men penalty really killed them.
They did. It really, really changed this whole game.
Well, they had them at 2nd and 10, you know, which is, you know, not to say Sisler couldn't convert, but they'd gotten a stop on 1st down and were able to play a little bit more field defense, and that first down came, and then, of course, the play-action pass. And there's
Second and goal. There's DeJarlis into the end zone for a touchdown. His third touchdown of the day. That puts 40 on the board for the Sisler Spartans. A 1-yard run for DeJarlis. And you can pretty much start the bonfires in the north end.
absolutely, you know, those bus windows are going to be rattling with the singing. You know, and there are going to be some excited kids at school tomorrow. And this is what high school football is all about. You know, you go out and you play a great game. You go to school the next day and you celebrate with your student body. You know, you celebrate with the staff. And, you know, a great season of hard work pays off. And I know that there's going to be 2,000 kids at Sisler there chanting these kids' names.
Zane Deere kicks the extra point. That makes it 41-13. And Sisler has put this one away. 5:04 left to go. And it's been all Sisler. And when they needed it, they got it. And they even got penalties when they needed it. So 2 pretty good football games, although this one has just been a celebration of Sisler Spartan football.
Yeah, you know, didn't expect it. Kind of, you know, you could see Sisler was rolling, but I definitely thought Oak Park had the firepower to compete with them. And, you know, you watch it out here too. They're not changing what they're doing. They're still banging away with, you know, 3 or 4 different guys all the time.
Deere kicks it off. I don't think that was an onside kick. I just think he miskicked it.
Well, he's kind of kicked it to the left a little bit the whole game. You know, like I said, if you can't kick it deep, give yourself a chance to recover it, right?
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 54-yard line of the Oak Park Raiders. So Oak Park with pretty good field position and less than 5 minutes to play. They trail it by exactly 4 converted touchdowns.
Now, let's see what Oak Park does here, too. They need some points in a hurry. Oh,
Ringland
6 is
rolls
wide
the other
open.
way. Wide open is Christopher Alexander. He takes it down to the 39.
Well, they run him across the formation, and they thought Sisler just kind of fell asleep on the coverage out there. I think he thought he had the tight end. The kid was still a little bit behind him. He couldn't decide which kid he had. Out in the boot pass, he makes a good strike, gets himself a first down. They've had a lot of success here with misdirection and boot pass against Sisler. Same play coming the other way.
Ringland fires it up.
Now, Sisler made an adjustment there, and everybody got their man, got a hat on a hat. You know, he had some good pressure from the defensive end. They hadn't shown that motion all game, so it was beneficial on the first play, but Sisler makes a move and knows what's going on fairly quickly. Makes a good adjustment.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Charlie Ringland at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, takes it himself. He's got lots of room out there. Gets the first down, adds 5 more. And there's a tackle out of bounds. That is likely to be a penalty. It is.
Now, that misdirection play there, you know, in the first half wasn't working, but it's opened up now, and they're getting the quarterback runoff tackle there. You know, you can see it right there that Charlie Ringland, he's got some speed.
He
and
does.
He can, you know, like a young Ethan Dykow, he can take it to the house.
That was a very late tackle. Not a smart tackle by number 85, Nick Santos Potter. And that'll take it all the way down to the 10-yard line, make it the 11. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. So Ringland under center. He pitches to Lubashenko. He's got lots of room outside. Lubashenko headed to the corner. He's in for the touchdown.
Oh, great play call, great block on the perimeter too. You know, Lubashenko's got his, what is that, his 3rd touchdown?
That's his 3rd of the game.
Well, him and Desjardins are going to be competing here for the offensive player of the game, but, you know, the devastating running that you're seeing coming on out here. Oak Park's going to go for 2 here, trying to get right back in this. Get only be down by 20 with 3 minutes left.
So Oak Park trying for two. Out of the shotgun is Ringland. He's got a receiver in the end zone. And it's caught for the two-point conversion.
Well, I don't know how that play was drawn up. There's a lot of misdirection, a lot of motion there, you know, using the Canadian game to their full advantage, getting guys out there, and they had a couple cats open in the end zone. Got a fake there, quarterback boot, throwing to the left, and he just puts it out there. Wide receiver makes a great catch there, number 6, Christopher Alexander, you know, and there's no quitting these Oak Park Raiders. They're going to fight right to the end. You can see some hanging heads coming to the sidelines here for the Sisler Spartans. They need to change this game because they know the onside kick's coming right now.
They know it is. They got to get their hands group out there. So here comes Ospina, kicks it, it bounces, and it's caught this time. And it's Sisler's ball, and heading straight to the ground is number 6, Tyler Smith.
Now, another captain on the Sisler Spartan team. You know, you need someone to make a play. You win football games when your captains play best, and you've seen that out there, you know. Tyler Cognac, Andre Galong, Tyler Smith, Eugene Pachu, Trayton Vieira, Easton Montour, Braden Desjardins, Nick Willette, and Gage Polak. I mean, half these kids are captains on the team, so you can tell they're leaders and they're trustworthy.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Sisler from the 53. Less than 3 minutes to play. Cognac hands off. Once again, it's the big guy in the middle, Desjardins.
Well, you know, he gains 3 yards, but again, the clock's going, he's killing time, and they're leaning on people. You got the 3-minute warning that just came up, and Sisler football staff looks like they're looking to make another call here. And they're going to be calling timeout. I don't think he got the play call in that he wanted, or he changed his mind.
So Tyler Cognac comes over to talk to Coach Moskal, make sure they have the right play.
Now, he's probably giving them 2 options here. You see one thing, you do this. You see something else, you do this. Make a good read. You know, let's be aggressive.
41-21, Sisler leads Oak Park, 2:42 left to play in regulation. Can never assume Oak Park can't come back.
Never. 2 bad plays. They're right back
That's
in.
right, exactly.
You know, I'm looking at this Sisler offensive line here, and they're all basically the same height. You know, they're big kids. You know, you want to win a football game right now. This is where you get that offensive line. You tell them it's on you. When it's 2nd down at 7, I'm going to give it to Pachu.
Nope, Cognac's going to take it himself. And he does, and he gets around the corner. He'll go the distance, but there is a flag.
There's going to be a holding penalty here on the tight end.
Boy, has he got speed. He got loose around the corner and was gone, but there is going to be a holding penalty, and we'll bring it back. It was a 60-yard run for a touchdown. And
Well,
a tremendous run by Cognac.
absolutely. Point of attack hold, not a good play. You got to move your feet, you know, and get your hips turned properly. I mean, it's not bad. It killed 11 seconds off the clock here, you know, for them to march it back. But, you know, they're going to be 2nd and 17 here. I don't know if you want to do anything foolish, you know, and try and put it up in the air. But, you know, I might run the same play, you know, or I might give it to Pachu here and just try and get us up there.
Did you see how fast he was around that corner? He just exploded.
Well, you know, when he got to the edge, you thought the Oak Park kids were going to wrangle him down there for, you know, close to the 1st down marker, but he hit that extra gear and off he went.
Wow. That was impressive.
Same play.
He's got no room this time and hits the turf. So Oak Park's going to get the ball back with 2:33, probably about 2:25 to play. It's 41-21.
Here comes a punt team.
Oak Park calls timeout.
Now that's a veteran move there. You don't want them to knock off another 20 seconds before they kick it and take it down to 2 minutes. They need
So lots of coaching going on right now.
Absolutely. Coach Moskow's got his punt team going out there. He's looking for a great kick, and he wants to put it right between the numbers and the sideline here and cover it. I don't think he wants to kick it to Ringland there. I think they want to kick it to 32 for Oak Park. 31.
Brent Mike.
Yeah, I can't see the number over there, but or Jake Gill, one or the other.
Is that Jake Gill?
I think so. You know, they don't want to kick it to Ringland because he's a kid that can take it to the house. Good snap.
Cognac, a very bad kick, and it'll go to Ringland.
He's got, if he takes it on this bounce, he's going to have, that's it. He's going to have, well, he's trying to come around the horn.
He's taken down at the 52-yard line.
Good return by him. You know, smart enough to know he couldn't just take it on the one hop, go down the sideline, tried to make some moves and get back towards the middle of the field here.
So Oak Park still alive. They trail at 41-21. 2:16 left to go.
Well, we'll see what happens here. You need your guys to step up. Looks like Sisler's subbing pretty liberally here. They don't seem to be too worried.
Fumble.
I don't know.
Snap.
I don't know. I think Sisler got it.
I think they did. I think
Yeah.
you're right. Sisler got the football. A fumble snap by Ringland. Really bad exchange. Sisler has the ball at the 51-yard line, and that'll pretty much do it.
Well, you know, the Oak Park kid fell on it, but again, he fell on it with his legs, and the Sisler kid got it with his hands. So I didn't see you recover the fumble there, but oh God, you know, you had a chance. You had a chance, and you dropped it.
So Cognac comes back out with the offense. With now 2:12 left to play.
Well, you're going to see Desjardins 3-4 times here.
I would think.
Well, they got a new fullback in. They got number 33 for them here.
That's Gagnon.
Yep.
And Cognac's going to take it himself.
They might have 13. Oak Park might have 13 guys on the field again.
Cognac takes it down to the 26-yard line. Well, it makes it pretty tough to get outside when there's 13 guys in the field.
Well, it looks like it's coming back. Too many men Sisler this time.
Too many men Sisler.
Looks like,
Taviera should not have been out there.
you know,
I feel badly for Cognac, who's had two great runs, both of them called back.
well, that's the thing, though. I always chuckle. You know, you come out there and you line up in your position, and there's another guy playing it. You know, what are you playing? Wide receiver. So am I. You know, like, well, you know, and they never clue in, right? They never clue in. If you're out here, how come I be out here? You know.
So Cognac now has 1st and 20. And it's that inside handoff again. And this time some room for number 13, who hasn't carried the ball a lot tonight. That's Noah Sakatka.
Well, looks like Sisler's rolling in everybody right now.
Give him a
Everyone's going
chance
to
to play.
get a piece of the championship here.
Sakatka gets 12 yards on his first and only carry.
There they go again. They got.
And Cognac, no room to run. Doesn't get much of anything. But they get the clock down to 1:35.
Well, I think he's going to go for it here and take it under a minute, you know, and then there's only 2 possessions, maybe 3 left in the game, so. And that only counts if you score on each play.
That's exactly right.
Looks like they're going to punt again. And And I don't think Coach Moskal really cares here because Oak Park hasn't shown a propensity here to be able to take it to the house. The coverage unit's been just outstanding here for Sisler all night. Oak Park's called another timeout.
So Cognac will punt with 1:35 to go.
Well, you can see here, the most important thing here is the snap. It's got to be perfect right now.
So a good snap pretty much will take the drama out of this one. And it's a short snap to DeJarlis. He runs it up the middle. He battles forward and gets the first down.
Well, that's how you win it right there. Bang.
Short snap to DeJarlis. He runs it, gets the first down, and that'll do it. There's 1:28 left to go, but 3 more plays for Sisler.
Well, you know, I don't know if I'd want to give the ball back to Oak Park either. You know, it's late in the game. You know, you just kind of go for it, knock another couple seconds off the clock too. You know, smart move. You know, Oak Park's got 2 guys out of the box looking to return it, but, you know, they're not going to give them the option. You know, they could have a reverse or some type of throwback play back there. Who knows?
There's that inside reverse handoff again.
Yeah.
Another 5 yards. Another flag on the play.
Now I think we're going to have a late substitution by Oak Park. Gates were up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the call.
Legal substitution. I think they just decline it.
Now they're going to take it. It's 10 yards. Another first down.
Well, you can see it here, though. Both teams got bright futures here. These Oak Park kids battled, you know.
Right to the end.
They're going to be playing Potter football here in a year or so, you know, and you can just see that both schools have bright futures here. And, you know, these kids could be meeting very well next year in the Potter Championship, some of them.
Gagnon, the ball carrier, straight up the middle. He'll get 3 yards, maybe 2. Almost 3. Second, 7 or 8. Down to a minute. 1 minute of football left.
Everybody's getting in on the action here.
Everybody's getting a chance to play.
Well, you've seen it out here too, you know. Ayanna Hart, she played on the kickoff team here.
Pretty nice run for a first down. A 9-yard gain by number 23, Vaughn Jamora. That's his first carry of the day.
Well, he takes it off tackle there, and just like a little water bug, just keeps working to the outside and killing the clock. I think you're going to see 2 knees here now.
33 seconds left to go. Jamora in the backfield. Cognac very likely will take. No, he's going to roll himself, and there's nothing but room on the left side, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Cognac takes it 20 yards for a touchdown, and this time there's no flag. He's going to finally get credit for one.
Well, he scored that one earlier in the game there where he got the horse collar tackle, but I think that brings him up to 2 touchdowns here. Desjardins got 3. It's a fantastic job by the Sisler offense today.
It really has been the whole game.
Cognac, I think he's just gassed from running all the way to the end zone. You know.
Well, we have 14 seconds left to play. The score is now 47-21. Sisler has dominated this football game.
Well, you know, Oak Park showed some life in the second half, putting 2 touchdowns up on the board, but all hopes of a comeback were squashed there by penalties, and then Sisler's opportunistic defense there a couple times.
Cognac looks like he's in pretty rough shape. Holding his head.
I don't know. He didn't get a shot going in there. It's hard to say what happened. He looked like he went untouched and right to the end zone.
Another missed extra point, so it's going to be 47-21. Nope, they say it's good. 48-21.
Okay.
Just tucked in the corner.
Well, it's interesting here to see. Cognac looks like his neck hurts or something. I'm not sure. Maybe he got some whiplash celebrating. He's getting some water. I think he'll be okay. Sisler still got to kick this ball off here and play good coverage here.
Yep, for sure.
So 14 seconds left to play. Zane Deere will kick it off. 48-21, Sisler. Deere kicks it off. It's taken by number 19, Sidney Penner. Correct that, number 19, Owen Gilbert. And Gilbert has running room. Gilbert takes it all the way down to the 29 with 3 seconds left to go, and Oak Park's going to get one more play from scrimmage.
Oh my, Sisler's having a few injuries here in the last few plays. Well, you can see it here. It's been a long physical game here, and some of these kids are starting to break down. It's late at night, and they've done a whole school day as well. So that's number 15.
That's
there.
Ayanna Hart.
Yep.
And she's walking off. So 3 seconds to go. First down to 30 for Oak Park. DuPont at quarterback.
Now we'll see what happens here. Looks like Sisler's subbing some guys off. And it's going to be a heave to the end zone. That's what they've got.
DuPont back. He throws. There's a flip back to Lubashenko. And he's dropped the 15, and that'll do it. That's the ball game, everybody. The Sisler Spartans are the JV champions. The final score in the junior varsity final here on Winnipeg High School Football League Championship weekend is Sisler 48, Oak Park 21. And congratulations to Coach Moskal and the Sisler Spartans, a tremendous effort, Doug.
Absolutely. This is what you work all summer for and all year round with the camps and the weightlifting, all of that stuff. And, you know, it's glad that they pay off. And, you know, this staff's pretty excited here, too. You can see some young coaches here, former Sisler players, you know, and celebration, you know, from a long season that required a lot of work here. And to have it pay off here with a 48-21 victory, you know, is another feather in Sisler's cap.
So the Sisler Spartans are the junior varsity champions. Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight on theCUBE. Scott Taylor and Doug Kovacs, glad you could be with us. Our first game, of course, the final score was Vincent Massey Brandon 15, Beaver Bray Broncos from Kenora 14. That was the Curry Division final. And then in the JV final, the game just ended. The final score, the Sisler Spartans 48. The Oak Park Raiders 21. Remember to join us again tomorrow night. We have the AA and AAA finals right here from Investors Group Field. Good night, everybody.